Hi everyone, myself Kantraj HD, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Government First Grade College for Women, Nagara. In this video, we are going to discuss on basis and dimension of a vector space. Basis and dimension. Let's see what is basis. Let V of F is a vector space. V of F is a vector space over the field capital F, then capital W is a non-empty subset of V of F is called basis if W spans whole space. That means L of W is equals to capital V. And second condition is that W is a linearly independent. Linearly independent. Then we called a W is a basis. So once again I repeat, a non-empty subset of a vector space is called a basis of the vector space if it spans complete a space and it is a linearly independent. That means a non-empty subset, a non-empty linearly independent subset which spans the vector space is called a basis. Once again I repeat, a non-empty linearly independent subset of a vector space which spans the vector space is called a basis of that vector space. For example, 1, 0 and 0, 1 form a basis for R2. That means R2 is a vector space over the field R containing ordered pair, which contain the elements as a ordered pair. All the ordered pair can generate using the elements 1, 0 and 0, 1. That means if you take any elements from R2, they are the linear combination of 1, 0 and 0, 1. Which and these two are linearly dependent. 1, 0 and 0, 1 are linearly independent, and the 0, 1 and 1, 0 forms a basis for R2, and V2 of R also, these two are basis. And 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 are the basis for R3 or V3 of R. This is the definition of basis of a vector space. Next, definition of a dimension. Definition of a dimension is very simple. That is, number of elements in basis of vector space is called dimension of the space. Dimension of the space. That means if we consider V2 of R the basis of this vector space is 1, 0 and 0, 1. In the basis we have two elements, which implies that dimension of V2 of R is equals to 2. Similarly, dimension of V3 of R is equals to 3. So, dimension of the vector space is depend on a number of elements in its basis. So, let's see one problem on find the basis and dimension. So, here is the example. Find the basis and dimension of subspace spanned by the vector 2, 4, 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1 in V3 of R. Let's see the solution for this one. Given that, let W be the subspace of V3 of R, and I take W is spanned by 2, 4, 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1. So, I consider a matrix of these vectors, that is 2, 4, 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1. Then I reduce this matrix into its row reduced echelon form. Hence, I operating elementary row operation or column operation. Hence, I initially applied a row operation for R1 changes to R1 divided by 2. I get a equivalent matrix as 1, 2, 1, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1. Next, I put again operation for this matrix, equivalent matrix, as R2 changes to R2 minus R1, and for R3, R3 changes to R3 minus R1, R4 I kept as it is. So, I obtained a equivalent matrix as 1, 2, 1, 0, minus 3, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 1. Next, I apply the again elementary row operation. R2 changes to R2 divided by minus 1, and R3 and R4 are interchanged. I get equivalent matrix as 1, 2, 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Next, R2 changes to R2 minus R3. I get 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. Next for R3, I apply the operation as R3 minus 2R2. So I get equivalent matrix as 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. This is the row reduced echelon form which is the row reduced echelon form of the matrix which I consider initially. Therefore, observe row reduced echelon form it as 1 0 rows, 1 0 rows, which implies that dimension of W is equals to 3 because we have 4 rows. Neglect the 0 row. A non-zero rows, how many we have? 3. Therefore, dimension of the W is 3 and basis of W is a set 1 2 1 comma 2 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 1. This is the a basis for W. Since we have dimension 3, it has 3 basis elements. This completes the problem. Let's see some definition of vector spaces regarding basis and dimension. Finite dimensional vector space. A vector space V of f is said to be finite dimensional if it has a finite basis. That means a number of element in its basis is finite, then that vector space is called a finite dimensional vector space. Once again I repeat, if a vector space has a basis consists of a finite number of elements, then it is said to be a finite dimensional vector space. For example, R2 is a finite dimensional. V2 of R contains infinitely many order pairs. V2 of R contains infinitely many order pairs, but its basis contains only a two elements 0, 1 and 1, 0. Therefore, dimension of the V2 of R is only 2. Therefore, it is a finite dimensional. Similarly, R2 also finite dimensional, R3 also finite dimensional. Like that, Rn is a finite dimensional if n is finite. If n is finite. Suppose Dn of f is a n tuples is a finite dimensional vector space if capital F of x of all polynomials over the field f is not a finite dimensional. Vn of f is a finite dimensional. F of x of all polynomials over the field f is not a finite dimensional. It is an infinite dimensional vector space because there is no finite subset of f of x which spans the polynomials of all the functions of all polynomials. Therefore, it is infinite dimensional. There are some properties related to finite dimensional vector space. Under that first one, any two bases of a finite dimensional spaces, that is first one, any two bases of a finite dimensional vector space B have the same finite number of elements. That means B1 and B2 are the basis of B implies that number of elements in B1 is equals to number of elements in B2. So any two bases of a vector space is always have the same elements in case of finite dimension. If vector space is a n-dimensional, then n plus 1 elements of V are linearly independent. N minus 1 elements can not spans the V. If one element greater than the dimension, then they are linearly independent. If one element lesser to its dimension, then it cannot spans the vector space V. Next property is that every linearly independent subset of a finitely generated vector space V of f forms a part of basis of B, or every linearly independent subset of finitely generated vector space V of f is a either basis, or it can be extended to a form a basis of B. That means if we consider any linearly independent subset of a vector space, it forms the basis, or we can extend it to its f forms a basis. This statement we also called as a extension theorem also. Next property is that if V of f is a finite dimensional vector space of dimension n, then any set of n linearly independent vectors in V forms a basis V. So vector space dimension is n, then linearly independent vectors are of set n elements forms the basis V. And last property is that if a set S of n vectors of a finite dimensional vector space V of f of a dimension n generates the V of f. That means a n vectors of a finite dimensional vector space spans the V. That means that forms the basis for V. For these properties, if you need proof, refer the study material attached to this link, attached to in description, attached to this video in description. Thank you.